How do that, chums? Doff my cap. I'm playing No Man's Sky. This is Expedition 3, the Cartographers revisited. Yes, and this is Phase 2 that we're going to be running now, chums. Now, when I loaded in, for whatever reason, I haven't smashed the doors in on the manufacturing facility or grabbed the actual blueprints. Like I was saying earlier, maybe not grab the quantum processor, but get the other one, the resonator. So, yeah, I'm going to do that myself right now. You do get the resonator as another pop on another badge later on, but yes, you get the quantum processor way beforehand. Righto, so here we go. I've got myself the resonator this time. Awesome, brilliant, eh? Awesome, and popped all the badges, going to install all the tech and just do what I did at the end of last episode. If you didn't see last episode, I put a badge in the top right corner that you can just click and go there. Thanking you very much. Yes. And yeah, so there we go. Done. Right, so as you can see, people, I am establishing a base. Heck yes I am. So that's down. Brilliant. Now, what I'm figuring is if I put down some roots, put down some of my portable tech and leave it here, then when I'm going out on exploration and grabbing a load of resources and I can come back here, at least I've freed up those slots from my portable tech. But I'm going to leave my portable tech not so portable. I'm leaving it here. My base is going to be here, but then my ship is about 7 minutes over yonder hill, and yeah, it doesn't really overly matter too much if I'm leaving my ship behind, because we have got to pop a badge to use an Exocraft to go across planet by some distance. So if I'm going backwards and forwards between my ship and different base structures that I've found, yeah, or settlements or building structures I've found, I should get that mileage. Anyway, I've put down my actual blueprint analyzer, and I'm just looking what tech I need. I can get that wiring for free, but yes, I need to be able to establish some power. So I want to get myself one of those, you know, those little things where you can put in all the carbon and stuff, and it biomass reactory type thing. I need to get one of those, so I'm digging up some more buried cash to actually get the blueprints that I need to actually build that out. So I'm digging up a few, and I'm still looking for ancient bones, but sadly I don't spot any in near vicinity. There's some near to my base, so before I actually venture off too far, I might go and grab one of those bones. But yeah, we'll see. There's some near my ship as well, so I could always get them when I go back to my ship, maybe episode 3. So yeah, let's head on over this way, and we're gonna dig up some more buried tech. So here we go, buried tech. Dig 'em and dig dog. Heck yes, got them. Heck yes I have. Awesome. Okay, well, I've still got to scan a certain amount of minerals and a certain amount of flora and fauna. So you can scan hazardous plants. You can also scan the little yellow ones and the red ones, the oxygen plants and the sodium plants, and also the ones that make your backpack zoom up and down to give you the backpack surge, the blue plants. You can scan those as well. They all count. So yes, scanned all the hazardous flora I could find. And also, make sure if you do go into a cave, you scan all the stuff that you find in caves as well. And if you can't find a cave, if you can see on your actual scanner humming sacks or albion pearls, yeah, they're usually underground or underground relic or subterranean relic. Dig underneath the ground, and that's going to help you find a cave. Just as an extra little hint there, people. I'm also scanning fauna, so I think I've got about 6 or 7 scanned now. No, I've got 5 actually. We've got 5 of them found. Yeah, which are pretty darn freaking awesome. But yeah, you've got to get quite a lot more than that. There's quite a lot in the sea, but there's 2 cave creatures. And can I find them? Heck no, I can't. But yes, here we go. I'm just scanning some flora inside of caves. So yeah, you can scan those. Those are the ones that light up, the ones that give you like the marrow bulb or whatever they are. Scan those. Lovely job. And awesome. It looks like I've popped the badge. I've seen it just pop in the bottom corner. There it is in big on screen. Botanist is mine. Heck yes it is. So remember, scan the hazardous flora, scan all the stuff like the sodium plants, the oxygen plants, and the blue ones that give you the jetpack surge, and you're going to do this one really easy. That one's really easy to pop. It's not in phase 2, I know, but it's going to give us some rewards that may help us towards phase 2. Actually no, it hasn't. It's given us some supreme scanning sort of upgrades and modules, so yeah, we can install all of that stuff. Lovely job. But it was just something I could do in the sort of like as an ambient one, you know. Phase 3 is going to zip by at this rate, isn't it? But here we go, let's get those installed. Heck yes, it's not really actually, because each stage has got that repair a part to your ship. So rather than doing the rendezvous, it's all about repairing that last part. And although it's the first badge on each screen, it's usually the last thing you do on each of the phases before you get to take off. It's kind of cool. I kind of enjoy this one because it's very different to all the others. Right, here's a little tip for you. Right, so it's really hard to get ferrite dust, so I'm going to cheat. All I've done is selected what I want to put down, and then I've pressed triangle to go into wire mode. And once it's in wire mode, I want to press R2 for place and wire mode at the same time. So it jumps out of wire mode and places. It kind of thinks that you're going to be putting down a wire, but you're not. You glitch in the item that you want. And if you do this with metal floor panels, so here you go, all I'm going to do again is go into wire mode and then just keep pressing. I'm going to keep pressing R2 and triangle simultaneously at the same time and just keep moving my D-pad around, not my D-pad, my hat stand around while I'm doing it. Bang, 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 bang. Just firing away like this. Chicka-pow, chicka-pow, chicka-boom, chicka-boom, chicka-boom. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Just keep moving it because I think it puts down the one wire head and then it puts down a panel. Wire head, panel, wire head, panel. And I'm just building them up. I'm just stacking them there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and I'm going to delete them all and I'm going to get back all the ferrite dust. I'm only doing this because, seriously, rocks on this planet are as rare as rocking horse turd. You can't find rocks for love nor money. Ferrite dust, it's all carbon. It's all carbon. I mean, yes, you can find the odd rock out in the wild, but even my method of finding a mountain and going up a mountain and you find smaller rocks, it doesn't work. I've gone up a mountain, it's just carbon. Carbon everywhere. I can't find rocks on this planet. Maybe there's some in the sea, but there's definitely not any on frickin' land. So there you go. You can do this little cheat and exploit it. You can only do that where you've got a base computer. It has to be on your base territory. You can't just do that in the open wild, obviously. But there you go. Done. I've got a little stack of ferrite dust. I didn't go mental. I just got myself enough as if I'd been blasting rocks. If this was a normal planet, there would be rocks abundant. But there's not. Awesome. We've got ourselves the Exomech. You can see us all then. I had to get in and get out. It didn't register that I had placed it until I got in and out of it. So there's a little one for you. There we go. I can actually pop that badge for the Exomech now, and that's actually in phase 2. So if there was rocks, it is easy enough to do to put down that Exomech without glitching it in like I did there. It's just going to take you a little bit more time hunting rocks. Yeah, hunting rocks is a thing. Awesome, brilliant. We've now got a Mechanical Man badge. Brilliant. Ha-ha! Okay, so while I'm at it, at my base computer, I may as well put down the Galactic Trade Terminal that I managed to get. Yes, brilliant. So I have got enough for the microprocessor. I could spin my ferrite dust into magnetized ferrite if I wanted to using my refiner. But you know what? Since I'm already glitching stuff in, I'm going to glitch this in as well. Boom. There it is. It's done. I'm not very good at it. That's why you saw it all flashy. I was just pressing R2 triangle, R2 triangle, R2 triangle, and moving my D-pad around, well, my hat stand around, and just hoping that it appeared, and boom, it did. There we go. So yeah, it's going to differ on different consoles, but yeah, it's just go into wire mode, and then while you're in wire mode, you select the item you want, go into wire mode, R2 and triangle at the same time, bang, it's in. There we go, we've got a Galactic Trade Terminal. I've sold a load of stuff from my inventory. All the bones that I've picked up I've sold. Some of these sort of effigies and things I don't really need, but they're going to earn me a few units. I'm just selling stuff at the moment, people, just to clear up some space inside my inventory because it's getting rammed before we go off on another little adventure. So that's pretty much what I'm doing. And now I've got to head back to my ship because I've got everything I need at the moment to make the quantum processor. That said, not just yet, I'm getting ahead of myself because I need to make enough power. But first I need to put down something that I can wire the power up to. So I'm going to be putting down my teleporter, and I may as well glitch that one in, mightn't I? Heck yes I will. So here we go, let's select that, and here we go. So yeah, again, it's just parts that we would have already got. So, you know, I could have made metal plating, I could have made the carbon nanotubes, but why waste my resources since we're at my base already? So here we go. Now, what I really could do with is having a battery, because all the power that I generate needs to go into a battery, really, so it stores. Otherwise, if I'm wiring it directly into this teleporter, I don't think it's going to register that I've been generating power. At least I don't think it's going to work that way. So let's give it a go anyway. Let's just chuck some of my resources in here, and let's just start making it go and see if my badge starts going up a bit. See if I can pop it. There you go. So that's pumping away. Oh, okay, it's saying that I need to refine some magnetised ferrite. Why is it saying that for? Waveform recycler. Oh, okay, I've got a bit of tech that I can install, have I? Anyhow, right, brilliant, we've got that on the go, but I don't think that is counting because I need to have the battery. Let's go over here, let's see if I've got enough salvage data to actually pick up the battery. Blueprint research, and now I need to find the power page. Where are you, power page? You're not the power page. Okay, no, it's definitely not the power page. Let's keep going, let's keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Where are you? Power, power, power. There it is. So there's the wire at the top. I've unlocked that. There we go, we've got the battery. Brilliant, awesome. So what I want to do is stick that battery in between the teleporter and my biomass generatory thing. So here we go, let's see if we can get away with this then. So there we are, let's delete that cable for a second. So if I just select another biomass generator for a sec, I should be able to delete that wire. Oh, it's still pumping away. I thought it would automatically turn off. Alright, well, we put the battery here, and I'm just going to glitch that in. Boom. There we are. And now I'm just going to run a wire from there to there. And then I'm going to run a wire from the other side of this battery to my teleporter. Now let's see if it's gone up in an increment of 50. It should have. And I think it's going to go up with increments of 50 for each biomass generator that I stick on this. So we are, let's into the furnace tank with that. Let's just check the badge and see how we're getting on for power generation, shall we? So yeah, I can collect everything from this one. That's nice. Okay, we've got the survey device. We need to get that installed, but we're going to have to make the quantum processor and the magnetic resonator. Okay, well, that's going to take a bit of doing, isn't it? If we can make both of those, that means we can fix 2 of the parts on the actual ship, doesn't it? So that's pretty cool. Righto, awesome. Yeah, let's just put it in as a placeholder. So we've got the wiring looms, we can put the wiring looms in. But yeah, like I say, we've got to make both of these. That's going to be a bit tricky. But we'll get to that in a moment. Actually, it might not be tricky, because I've got the blueprints now, haven't I? So I think it's just antimatter that I need. Righto, awesome. So power generation, you can see there, it's gone up 50. Oh, we have got 50. So you know what? If I put another one of these on, let's see if we can make it go to 100. So we go. I'm just going to glitch one in, and there we go. Oh, almost. No, it didn't work. Okay, let's try that again. Kapow and kapow. Whoops, there's 2 there. Well, we delete one, and then we'll just run a wire from this one. Let's just delete these wires. Now I accidentally fudged down. Right, there we go. Let's put that one over to there. Kapow. Now if I put something in here to generate some power as well. Yeah, I'm using up a lot of my... I'm going to use my oxygen. I should have just put in a smaller stack. Let's see if that's gone up to 100 on the badge. Go on. Please have worked. Yes! It has gone to 100. So now if I put down a third one... and then it should pop the badge. Okay, last time I did this, I did it with magnetic... I had to find the magnetic hotspots and all sorts of other stuff. I didn't think of doing this last time on the expedition. Plug that onto the battery there. Stick something in here, just a bit of carbon. Have I got any carbon on me? I'm probably out of all my bio stuff. Right, look, tree, you're going to become biomass. Yes, you are. So here we go. Let's just chuck that in there and let's see if that triggers the other 50. Fingers crossed. Yeah, simple math, isn't it? There we go. Let's give that a try. Let's see if that works. Right. Okay. I think that might have done it. It has. Boom. Awesome. Great. Now, I suppose at this stage we just need to tame an animal, and we need to head back to my ship to fix the last part. So I'm going to use my exomech. I'm going to get in my exomech, and we're going to be grasshoppering all the way back to our ship. If I can find my freaking ship. Where is my ship? There's so many different freaking markers on here. Lots of comms balls appearing everywhere that I can't actually see my marker. You know what? Let's spin up some chromatic metal while we're here. Oh, we could do with making some condensed carbon before we shift off as well. So here we go. Let's get that into here. Lovely. Because I'm not going to take my portable refiner with me. I'm going to leave that there, I think. Just to, you know... I don't really need to... I can come back here. I've got to get my mileage up with my Exocraft anyway. So let's start spinning that up. Awesome. Righto. And yeah, there's nothing that I can install into my exomech. There's a couple of modules there just to make it a little bit more... It's going to jump a bit further. And there we go. Let's refine that as well. Let's get all of the copper into chromatic metals. How it goes. And I think we're about good to go. Where is my frickin' ship, though? That's the question. Oh, look what I've spied! A big patch of frickin' sodium! Heck yes, we're having all of those sodium plants before we go anywhere. Heck yes, we are. Well, what I would say, though, is inside of the Exomech, don't have to worry about hazard protection. Storm hits, nothing happens to your hazard protection. It's great. So yeah, it's like a little portable base around you. It's awesome. It's the only Exocraft that negates storms, which is lovely. So there we are. So I'm going to be using my Exomech from here on in. Right, we've got our chromatic metal, and I think we're about ready to go. Oh no, let's spin the carbon into condensed carbon before we go. Let's just get a bit of that, because that should make our quantum processor that we need to fix our ship with. And I think I only need, well, we don't need we need the condensed carbon to make the antimatter. Yeah, so here we go. Let's go into here. I'll show you what I mean. So if I go there, there we are. So the antimatter, I've already got some of the microprocessors, so lovely jubbly. If I didn't raid those carbon boxes, what I could have done is just bought some from my Galactic Trade Terminal interface. It's why I put it there, so I can make these quantum processors quite easy and buy resources rather than have to go around grinding for them. So this is my little outpost, people. Isn't it lovely? Isn't it wonderful? Right, let's have a look. Where's my ship? Where is the ship? I'm looking at that top radial. I'm not seeing my ship. Where the fudge is it? Where is my ship? And it's probably hiding behind a comms ball, isn't it? Oh, there it is. There's a comms ball. There's my ship. I wish we could filter out comms balls and base markers, because this gets quite chock-a-block with bases and comms balls, being that we can't really leave this planet. And yeah, there we go. Let's head on over that way then, shall we, chums? Awesome. Brilliant. So yeah, this is where I turn into a robotic grasshopper and just bounce across the frickin' planet until I get to my base. Awesome. I'll let you know if I come across anything interesting on my grasshoppery travels. Yes, there we go. Bounce. Yeah, meow. Coolio. Awesome. So there you go. It's counting towards mileage. So I've already done 1,300. I just popped in there to have a look at the expedition page, and it stuck me in a cave. Yeah, I'm kind of underneath the map. That was a bit of a bug. Fun times! Okay, well, I have exploited bugs in the game to get myself ahead, but then there are also bugs in the game that sort of restrict your movement. So if it's in the game, I'm going to use it, because at the end of the day, there's still a lot of bugs inside No Man's Sky that do things like this, like stick you in frickin' Timbuktu. I'm underneath the ground, like miles under the ground. You saw there, I tried to try and manipulate out. I ain't getting out of here for a while. It's frickin' down in the centre of the planet. What the fudge? I'm nearly at bedrock. It's mental. But what I have found, it looks like there's a cave dweller. So, you know what? I'm going to dig here and hopefully find said cave dweller. It wasn't a cave dweller. It actually took me out and there was a land creature I hadn't scanned. Boom! Done. And then I come across all of this on my grasshoppery travels. Loads and loads of navigational data just out in the wild. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled while you're on this planet, chums, because you might be lucky. You might find these little pedestals of loveliness. Heck yes, awesome. Gonna grab them. Heck yes, I am. Brilliant. Awesomes. So yeah, I'm wondering where we're going to get Herox, though. I have been looking for floating crystals. So far I haven't found any floating crystals. I have got the advanced mining laser to mine them if I do find them. They're usually called metal fingers or something like that, or these floating crystally things, and when you zap them, sometimes you get Herox. But yeah, I haven't come across any as yet, so we may have to just use a large refiner and make our own Herox. But we'll do that later. We're taming a creature. It says there I need creature pellets. I crafted a creature pellet out of carbon, and I tamed this little guy. He's got antlers. Merry Christmas-like antlers. Heck yes. Yes, very festive. So I thought he was an apt pet to pet. Ha! Yes, I've adopticated him. So now I can pop that badge, and as you can see here, I've only got one badge left to go for Phase 2. Which is brilliant. So I've just got to get back to my ship. I've already made the parts to fix it. Holy fudge, we're going to get hit by bloody lightning, aren't we? If you get hit by lightning while you're in your exomech, it still damages you, but not as much as if you was out in the wild, just in your suit. So there's a little tip for you as well. So not only does it protect you from storms, it also protects you from incoming freaking damage like lightning, but not to the point that you're invincible. You are still going to take damage. Right, brilliant, awesome. I have arrived at my ship. Let's go and fix my ship, and then hopefully that's going to pop the last 2 badges for Phase 2, and then we'll be moving on to Phase 3. But that's when things start getting a little trickier when it comes to repairing your ship, Yes, because I've got to get the crystal sulfide, and I've got to get the magnetic resonator in, and then we've got Herox, which I was talking about earlier. Those things are tricky as. The crystal sulfide, not so much. We can just go in the oceans to get that. But where it gets tricky is getting that Herox. Yes. Anyhow, brilliant, because we've got to get the blueprint for Herox as well, and you only get that once you reach a trading post. And to find a trading post by sheer chance is going to be a bit... Is that going to happen? We will see. We'll see how we get on. Brilliant. Awesome. So that's pretty much all of phase 2 done. Just got to claim the rewards. Lovely jubbly. Holographic chart projector plans. Nice. Would have been nice if they gave you the blueprint for Herox, wouldn't it, at that point? That would have helped loads. But no, they don't do that. Yeah, they kept it quite difficult for us to get that one sort of commodity. I know it was a stumbling block for a lot of people in the previous sort of run around of this expedition. But we'll get to that. We'll get to that when we get to it. But there we are, people. That's pretty much done. I've just created an autosave. We'll be starting off from here in the next episode. Hopefully see you for that. Cheery bye, people in the universe. Bye-bye, goodbye, and goodbye again. Well, thank you very much for watching. If you like what you see, please hit a like and a subscribe. And I'd like to say a massive, great big thank you to all of my backers over on Patreon and over on YouTube membership. Thanking you, backers. And if you want to support this channel, just don't skip the adverts. That throws revenue down my avenue. Or yeah, just stay with Captain Steve that little bit longer and hit something on this screen. There's merch here now too.